Welcome back, Comic Universe, and DPZ rolling solo again. And it's time to break out your boomsticks and chainsaws because this is Rogue's Revamp. Now, if you're new here on the channel, Rogue's Revamp is a segment that we do here where we take a certain hero and kind of change up their rogues gallery. And what would it be like if these characters were their villains? So that's what Rogue's Revamp is in a nutshell. And today, since we are still in the most wonderful time of the year, I'm going to be talking about Rogue's Revamp for everyone's favorite hero of horror, Ash Williams from Evil Dead, the Evil Dead franchise. Why did I stop? Anyway, so Ash has had an illustrious career taking on, armies of Deadites, Freddy and Jason, Herbert West from Reanimator. He's taken on, he's gone head-to-head with the characters from Hack Slash. He's fought alongside Darkman, and he's fought alongside and against Vampirella. So Ash has had a very illustrious career of a lot of people under his belt. Hell, he even took on, the classic monsters, Frankenstein's monster, the Invisible Man, Dracula. Forgot about that. Yeah, he has taken on a shit ton of monsters and villains and what have you. But there are some out there that who have yet to meet the boomstick, so to speak. So let's talk about some villains I could definitely see being enemies of Ash in order to get the Necronomicon. And what would that be like for Ash? So first and foremost, the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. Now I know what you're thinking. Really? Those three from that movie? You kidding me? Well, here's the thing. The Sanderson sisters are while they are kind of like Three Stooges in drag, that was kind of their motif, the idea for the witches is that they're still pretty powerful and still pretty dangerous. And honestly, I could see Ash having this back and forth with the three of them. Like, Winifred is like making all these threats to Ash, and he's just like, fuck you. Blam! And just shoots her off of her broom. Also, I think Sarah would try to hit on Ash consistently, and Ash would be like, hey, if you don't turn into dust tomorrow, you could come back to my place. And something like that. Also, they have a tendency to throw around people, and Ash has a tolerance for pain. So could you just imagine them, like, Winifred going, you, there, and Ash being just thrown around like, oh, you crazy bitch! That's how I kind of imagine the Sanderson sisters being like if Ash had to face them. So, in terms of other creepy crawlies, let's talk about a little more serious opponent that would definitely give Ash a run for his money. And that's Rasputin from the Hellboy comics. Rasputin is this just huge, diabolical mastermind of the occult, and speaks with just such power and validity. But Ash, much like Hellboy, would be like, fuck you, blam! I think that would be like, Rasputin would have this big speech, like, oh, your soul will be cast in the fires of hell, Ash Williams. And Ash would be like, oh, I'm sorry, did you say something? You see, I stopped giving a shit about halfway through your speech, so, we gonna do this or what? Oh, man. Another horror character, or characters, I should say, are the Gremlins from, Gremlin. Could you imagine Ash just being completely plagued by the Gremlins? Could you just stop and imagine that for 1 second? Of Ash just getting swarmed by gremlins as they're all just climb under his clothes and start biting and clawing at him while he's just flailing his chainsaw around. Or, God forbid, they manage to steal his shotgun and chainsaw, and he's just running away from them. He's just running in terror from them. Also, I think he would find it kind of cathartic to just be like, oh, I could just break your neck, okay. That's how I kind of see it. Following in terms of tiny terrors, or shorter terrors, Ash, another opponent for Ash I could see is the Leprechaun from, Leprechaun. How I could kind of see this going down is that Ash essentially has gotten some of the Leprechaun's gold in maybe a bar bet or something, and the Leprechaun, of course, he wants his gold! I want me gold! The Leprechaun comes after him, and hilarity ensues. Oh, man. Well, first off, the Leprechaun loves to play with his opponents and loves to use magic on them, and Ash has had his fill of magic, and that would be completely, that would be just a complete shit show for poor Ash. Following that is the Boogeyman from the real Ghostbusters cartoon. Now, first off, I think Ash would be like, God damn, is your head big? Like, I could throw a picnic on the top of your scalp, big boy, or I could just or I could see him, like, jumping up into, the Boogeyman's nose, his massive nose, taking his chainsaw and just slashing him from the inside out and exploding out of his head like the zombie baby from Dead Alive. You remember that Peter Jackson movie? The one that's really hard to watch because the first time I watched Dead Alive, I nearly about goddamn near vomited. And I'm got a strong constitution for movie gore. Another character I could definitely see in the to take on Ash would be Rawhead Rex. Oh man, Ash would just get completely just busted up in this fight. Ash would just be thrown around consistently, like he would try to be like, hey, hey, you ugly fucker, I ain't done yet. Oh no, wait, don't pick me up, don't pick me up. Ah. Oh man. Pennywise would also be a great opponent for him because I think Pennywise, like Ash, would be like, I always hated fucking clowns. And Pennywise would be like, oh, you'll float too, Ash. Yes, you do. You'll float too. Float on this. Blam! So there's another one. I'm trying to think, because I had a whole list. But I'm trying to remember all of the villains I kind of imagined Ash to go up against. Like I said, he's already taken on Freddy and Jason. Michael, I don't know. Like, we've already... Like, Michael kind of teeters between normal and supernatural, so I kind of wanted to leave him out of it. Pumpkinhead, although speaking of things revolving around Halloween, Pumpkinhead would be a really cool one. Although Ash would have a problem because... Well, I could kind of see that story is that maybe Ash is dating a new girl, but she's got a bit of a past, and people, like, she's accidentally murdered someone, and the person who wants revenge on her, for murdering their loved one, summons Pumpkinhead to go after them, and Ash is just kind of caught in the crossfire. And Ash would just be talking to this girl like, God damn it! I said, when you said you had baggage, I didn't think you mean giant demon fucker! Oh, man. So, I've been saying, oh, man, at the end of every sentence. I've suddenly come to that realization. For that, I apologize. I don't know, just kind of a tick, I guess like a tick in my brain or something. Who knows? It's fun like that. So, anyway, there you go. There's just some characters I could definitely see going head-to-head with Ash. But you guys tell us in the comments below. What do you guys think of... What do you guys think of what villains, whether they be in comic books, movies, books, whatever, and tell us in the comments below who you could see going as a villain for Ash Williams. And if you're new here on the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and share with your friends and family, because we could always use some new subscribers, some new meat, shall we say, for the... for Comic Universe. Once again, see you once more in the universe.